everyone, this is your girl Janae Michelle from This Curvy Girl's Life, and I am here today to bring you guys another quick makeup tutorial. I am working with the Tartelette in Bloom palette. This palette is so pretty. It has 3 shimmer colors and then the rest are mattes. And the shimmer colors are this one here, which is like a champagne, then you have a gold, and then you have this kind of cool tone color, and then the rest are mattes. It's such a great palette. I really love it. The only thing I did notice is that I did have a bit of fallout, and so I recommend that you do not, if you're using this palette, I'm going to recommend that you put on your foundation last. Do your eyes first, because what I did was after I did my eyes, I actually took a makeup wipe and I just cleaned off the fallout. But other than that, the payoff that you get from this is really pretty. The gold that you see on my eyes, I actually didn't even spritz my brush. This is just the gold as is, so it's a beautiful, beautiful color. But this is definitely a fun palette to use, so I hope that you guys enjoy this tutorial. So if you want to see how I achieve this makeup look using the Tartelette palette, then please stay tuned. Peace. So we're hopping right on in. My eyebrows are already done, and I actually primed my eyes with the MAC PROLONG Wear Paint Pot in Groundwork. So this allows us to jump right into our Tartelette in Bloom palette. So I love this palette just because of the colors that you see here. They're absolutely beautiful, and I did get started with Flower Child that you see here. I did decide to place this right on my brow bone, and this was a great color for my brow bone because it wasn't too light and then it wasn't too iridescent or sparkly, so it was just the perfect shade for me. So as you see here, the brow bone is complete. And so now we are going to go back into the Tartelette palette, and we're actually going to go into Smarty Pants and Sweetheart. And I'm actually blending these together on the brush, and I'm using this as a transition color. I wanted to really stay within the palette itself, and since the palette really didn't have a color that I felt was very similar to my skin tone, I decided to go for kind of a cool transition color by mixing these 2 colors together, and I think it worked out pretty well in the end. So you really want to, the key to this look once again is just really blending, and so you'll see throughout this video I'll be blending quite a bit. And so to give my eyes that really beautiful gold that I wanted, I used Firecracker from the palette, and I am really going to pack this on the lid. And so what I loved about this color is, as you can see here, the color payout is really nice, and I actually did not spritz my brush at all, so this is truly just from the palette itself, and you'll see in the end product that it really does come out very well. So once again, you just don't want any harsh lines, and you just want to continue to blend this look out very well. So you'll see here I'm just continuing to blend, and then I'm going to go back in to the palette, and I'm actually going to be using 2 colors on the outer corner. So I'm going to be adding Rebel as this beautiful just pink color that's going to give the gold this very rose gold kind of bronzy look. And then to really give the eye a little bit of detail and definition, I'm going to be using Leader on the outer corner of the eye, and you'll see as I blend that out. So right here I'm just really packing on Rebel on the outer corner and just going to blend that very well with the gold, which is going to give me this kind of really great bronzy color. And then I'll be going in with a Leader to just give my eye some definition. So here you'll see I'm going in with Leader, and I am using an angled brush to really get into the crease area, and then I'm just kind of outlining and really creating a V at that outer corner with the color Leader. And so you can see here it's this very beautiful kind of purpley brown color, and I'm just going to really make sure to blend this out, but it's really giving my eye the definition that I want it to create. So just after blending, this really completes the look. I didn't go into a whole lot of colors in the palette, and you can see here after I put on my liner and lashes, I didn't do anything further than what you already had seen. So now we're going to go in with our under eye concealer, and we're going to use the MAC Prolong Wear in NW50, and I absolutely love this because of the warm undertones that this concealer has. It does a very good job at just concealing my dark circles and just giving me a much more awake look. I actually use this in other areas on my face that I feel are dark. So for me, it's around the mouth, which allows me to go into my foundation, which is the Lancome Tint Idole in 550 Suede C. This is probably one of my all-time favorite foundations. It just has a flawless finish. It just kind of melts into the skin, and it just looks beautiful. So definitely one of my favorite foundations to use. And so I'm using a stippling brush to really just blend this into the skin. And then I'm going to be going in with a damp beauty sponge. Or sorry, this is actually the Miracle Sponge. And I'm really just going to make sure to pat that in to give me that flawless finish. So then we're going to go into our SACHA Buttercup setting powder. I love using this under my eyes, as it just gives me a very awake and bright under eye. So this is probably one of my favorite powders to use, just to kind of give you that awake and fresh face look. So then we're going to actually powder our entire face using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark Deep. And this is a staple for me. I love this powder. I'll take it with me. I'll use it for blotting. I'll use it just for everyday coverage when I'm not wearing makeup, but just to have a little bit of coverage on my face. It's definitely one of my favorite powders. So then, because I am being fancy today, I decided to go ahead and I guess this is called the reverse contour, although you'll actually see me contour in just a second too. But I am using the SACHA Buttercup setting powder, and I'm just going on my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, my Cupid's bow, my chin, and then I'm actually going to go in with my Bobbi Brown foundation stick in Espresso, and I'm just going to put this on the perimeter of my face, and then I'm also going to contour my nose. And I really love this stick. I think it just gives such warmth. You'll see here in just a moment as I blend out the foundation stick just how beautiful it just adds warmth to the face, and that is one of the reasons why I absolutely love using this as a contour shade. But I feel like it also does like this beautiful bronzing, as you can see there, how it just gives me this warm, beautiful glow. So I am going to be going over these areas that I am contouring, and I'm going to be using the Black Radiance setting powder, or I'm sorry, the Black Radiance press powder. And I'll be just going over those areas that I contoured, and this will just be setting that contour in place so it doesn't move. And I love this powder because it definitely darkens up, but it doesn't give too much color. For blush, I am going into a MAC's Format. This is such a beautiful color on dark skin complexion because it just gives you this beautiful glow. And then of course we have to glow some more. This is a glowy look. So I am going into a Bobbi Brown's Illuminizing bronzing powder in Aruba. And I just using a fan brush, I'm just going over the high points of my face. I'll also go over my Cupid's bow, down the bridge of my nose, my chin, and just to give you that overall glowy look. So for lips today, I want to keep it very neutral, and I want to kind of maintain this kind of glow effect. So I am going in with MAC Chestnut Lip Pencil, and I am going to line my lips pretty heavily. You'll see I'm coming down, not necessarily all the way, but I'm leaving the kind of middle section open. And then I'm going in with Maybelline's Stormy Sahara, and this just gives me this beautiful look. And you can see here how it's like giving this kind of ombre effect, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Definitely one of my favorite go-to lipsticks to wear on a daily basis. So to make sure that my makeup is set in place, I'll be using the Makeup Forever Fix Mist and Fix spray. Definitely one of my favorite sprays. I did do this before I did my mascara because I've noticed that if I do my mascara before and then spritz my face, sometimes I do have mascara on my face after I spritz. So I'll spritz my face first and then I'll go back in with my mascara. So right here I am actually just lining the bottom lash line a little bit with some of that leader from the Tartelette palette, and then I'm going back in the very center and putting Firecracker right on the center. And then I am just adding a little bit of highlight to the inner corners. And then for the most part, that will complete this look. Oh, can't forget bottom lash mascara. This is the L'Oreal Telescopic. So as you can see, this palette is very versatile. It's absolutely gorgeous and it's very easy. This look consisted of 3 colors, and look at the beautiful results that we had. So if you guys have this palette, I would love to know what you guys think about it. Let me know if you like it, if you don't like it, if you have a YouTube channel and you've already tried this out. I would love to see your videos too, so be sure to drop a link in the comments below. But definitely let me know what you think about this look and the Tartelette in Bloom palette. Thank you guys so much for stopping by my channel, and until next time, peace.